الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وعظيمنا وحبيب قلوبنا وشفيع نفوسنا أبي القاسم محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المصومين الصادقين وأصحابه الغر الميامين. الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين بولاية سيدي ومولاي علي بن أبي طالب. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. أما بعد، يقول الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة وآتيناه الحكم صبيا. The first of our salawat in honor of Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. The second in honor of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. The third with your loudest voices in honor of Imam Sahib al-Asr wal-Zaman. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Respected scholars, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. The story of Prophet Yahya alayhi salam, otherwise translated in the English language as the story of John the Baptist, is a fascinating story and one that requires an in-depth examination. For it is a story with a historical base and a contemporary significance. Contemporary significance in the sense that it provides us with a base for interfaith dialogue in the 21st century. For as we know, John the Baptist occupies a prominent position both in Islamic circles as well as Christian literature. And therefore we find that it is vital that within the 21st century, the Muslims within the religion of Islam advocate interfaith dialogue. For the essence of the religion of Islam is not only free thought, but the essence is to try and find a common denominator with those who live within the society in which you live in. And the idea that we find that when the Holy Prophet sought to spread this message, there was a recognition that not everybody within the Islamic State necessarily agreed with his opinions or with his ideology. Yet that did not stop the Prophet from advocating interfaith dialogue, from advocating the idea that there are many common denominators which we can work on in order that we can either agree to agree or we agree to disagree. And hence you find that many of the examples which we have used to bring about interfaith dialogue in the Western world have now been exhausted. And the idea that many of us have used the examples of Jesus and Mary. And yes, while their stories are important, there is a need for us to understand more of the important Christian figures who are mentioned within the Holy Quran, in order that the discussion expands and that there is a deeper intellectual movement which brings about more dialogue between ourselves and the Christians. For you find within the Quran in Surah 3 verse 64 of the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, قُلْ يَا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ تَعَالَوْا. Say, O people of the book, come. تعالوا إلى كلمة سواء بيننا وبينكم ألا نعبد إلا الله ولا نشرك به شيئا ولا يتخذ بعضنا بعضا أربابا من دون الله. O people of the book, come to a joint word between us and you, that we will worship none but Allah, and we will not put partners to Allah, and that we will not take lawgivers besides Allah. When this verse was revealed, our Holy Prophet began to ask his companions to write letters to the heads of the churches around the Arabian Peninsula, and to ask them to come to a joint word, as in there is a recognition between the two religions of Islam and Christianity, of a belief in God. And therefore they wrote a letter towards whom? Towards the head of the Coptic church in Egypt, and towards the Caesar as well, asking them to come towards a common understanding, for there was a recognition that the Christians were our closest brothers. As the Quran says in Surah 5 verse 82, لَتَجِدَنَّ أَقْرَبَهُمْ مَوَدَّةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّا نَصَارَى ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ مِنْهُمْ قَسِّيسِينَ وَرُهْبَانًا وَأَنَّهُمْ لَا يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ. You will find the closest people to you in reciprocal love are the Christians. Why? Because their monks and their priests are humble personalities. وَإِذَا سَمِعُوا مَا أُنزِلَ إِلَى الرَّسُولِ ترى أعينهم تفيض من الدمع مما عرفوا من الحق. When they hear the word that has come to our holy prophet, you will find their eyes will begin to overflow with tears out of recognition of the truth. It's as if the Quran set you a base, stating to you that the more you engage in dialogue with the Christian brethren, the more they will come to an understanding of the religion of Islam. Some people ask, what's the aim of dialogue? Is the aim for me to make a Christian a Muslim? No. The aim of dialogue is to remove the misconceptions from the person you're engaging in dialogue with. Just in case they have misconceptions about our holy book or about our prophet. They may say our prophet is an X, or he is a Y, or he is a Z. There is a need for us to clarify those statements. And the best way of clarifying such statements is by engaging in dialogue with the Christian world. For we know today, over 3 billion human beings either follow the message of Jesus or follow the message of Jesus and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. And that's why even if you were to fast forward towards Karbala, you will find Wahab al-Kalbi, a few weeks before Karbala, is a Christian. Yet the words of Aba Abdullah touch him so much, for these words weren't just Islamic words, they were universal principles. They were common denominators which the religion of Islam and the religion of Christianity agreed on, and therefore he joined Aba Abdullah. Therefore tonight's discussion of John the Baptist is a discussion which seeks to add to this dialogue, to take it further from just Jesus and Mary, and to go towards a figure who was seen as arguably one of the most prominent figures in Christianity. The discussion takes 4 stages. Number 1, who is John the Baptist? Why is he known in Christian circles as the Baptist? How does the Quran describe him? And what was the stand which he made against the ruler of his time? Number 2, what are the other Christians who are mentioned in the Quran who were persecuted because of their belief in the message of Jesus Christ? Number 3, how did Rasulullah build relations with Christians in Medina? And how did this differ with his relations with them in Mecca? Number 4, why is the story of John the Baptist repeated by Aba Abdullah on many occasions on his way towards Karbala? And why does Jabir bin Abdullah al-Ansari mention John the Baptist in Ziyarat al-Arbaeen of Imam al-Hussain? Once we have gone through these 4, the topic would have been dissected in depth. John the Baptist, as we have said, occupies a prominent position in Christianity and in Islam. In Christianity, he is of course the one who baptized Jesus on the riverbank of Jordan. For as you know, this action of baptism continues until today, as in you may either be sprinkled by some water, or you may be submerged into a lot of water, you may be an infant, or you may be someone who is old. Yet the basis of baptism is because of John the Baptist. And the idea within Christian theology that John the Baptist is the one who foretold the coming of Jesus Christ. Many of our scholars state he not only foretold the coming of Jesus, but also he foretold the coming of our holy prophet. Yet within Christian theology, he foretold that there would be a Messiah who would come and who would save mankind. And that's why you find that his baptism left a legacy even on Jesus in Christianity. Because John was the first to baptize Jesus, and then Jesus began to baptize his disciples. And you found that these disciples were taught 2 things. Number 1, baptize others. And number 2, teach the message of Christ towards others. And that's